be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? Warriors, 70. 19 light.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Third down and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go. Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Off play action, Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colin Granson from 8 yards out. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes going to go